Hello guys, this is Cambridge English teacher Rory from studentlanguages.com. I'm currently sitting at my friend's house in Athens, and if you're from Athens or you've been to Athens, write a comment in the section below because I'd love to hear from you and get some tips and advice for what to do. This weekend we are actually going to go to one of the islands and I might make a travel vlog video for you about that. Anyway, today's video is to help you guys pass the C1 Advanced, that CAE exam, Use of English paper, part 2. And at the end of this video, I'm going to lead on to my next video where I explain the strategy for how to complete this part of the exam. But this video is going to be the first part of that strategy, which is helping and practicing learning the new vocabulary and the typical expressions and typical phrasal verbs that come up in this section of the exam. And the way we are going to practice that is through a dictation exercise. And dictation is a really good way of practicing, and the exercise we are going to do comes from an old sample exam paper, so it's the perfect material to use to prepare.
Hey guys, remember to sign up for your free FCE or CAE video course at studentlanguages.com/YouTube.
But what you need to do is to make sure you have a pencil or a pen and a sheet of paper. You are going to write down what I tell you. And because this sample we are using has come from the Use of English Part 2, there are blanks in the text which I am reading, or gaps. And in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to find the answers for these gaps. But in this dictation video, when I say blank, blank, you should just leave a line that you can fill in afterwards. Okay? Okay. Are you sitting comfortably? Do you have your pen or pencil and sheet of paper or notebook ready? Good. Then we will begin in 3 seconds. The post-it note. The post-it note. Okay, I'm going to pause there and tell you that that is the title for the passage. And you saw an example of how I will read this dictation. I will read it twice. A few words the first time, same few words the second time. And at the end of the whole passage, I will read the whole passage again one time in a natural speaking voice so you can hear what normal reading sounds like. Okay, so the title, the post-it note, and we're going to begin the main passage in 3 seconds. It has been described. It has been described as the solution, to a problem nobody realized existed. Nobody realized existed. Full stop. But that hasn't stopped. But that hasn't stopped. The self-attaching post-it note. Post-it note. dash. That little square, that little square piece of paper, piece of paper, that sticks in, that sticks in blank, blank. A clever way that it can be, that it can be removed, removed, comma. Leaving no damage, leaving no damage, dash, blank, blank. Becoming, becoming an essential piece, an essential piece of stationery, worldwide, worldwide, full stop. And you can pause there for a second, because that is the end of the first paragraph. And in part 2 of the Use of English paper, there are 8 gaps in the text, and we've just done 2 of them in that first paragraph. Also, you will notice sometimes I say the word comma, and you don't need to write the word comma, that's just a punctuation mark. So I say the word comma, I also say the word full stop and dash. I might say question mark and I might say exclamation mark. But the main ones that I use are comma, full stop and dash. Okay. Are you ready to continue writing? I will continue reading this dictation in 3 seconds. Blank, blank. So many other simple inventions. Simple inventions, comma. The post-it note, the post-it note was invented by accident, by accident, full stop. A scientist working for a US company, was attempting to develop a super strong adhesive. A super strong adhesive, comma. Blank, blank. Instead, came up with, a super weak one. A super weak one. Full stop. It was just strong. It was just strong. Blank, blank. To stick, to stick. Light objects together. Light objects together. Full stop. What was special? What was special about it? About it. Was that? Was that? The objects could be separated, could be separated, blank, blank, leaving a mark, leaving a mark, full stop. Blank, blank. 5 years, comma, 5 years, comma. He tried convincing, his bosses, of the importance of his invention, full stop. Sadly, comma, nobody blank, nobody blank. Find a use for it, full stop. Full stop. Then a colleague noticed that bookmarks in his book kept falling out. and he was continually losing his place. Losing his place. Full stop. Remembering the work of this colleague, comma, the scientist set about designing a reusable bookmark. Using the super weak adhesive and the post-it note was born. Full stop. And relax. Cool. Okay, so that is the end of this part 2 CAE, that's C1 Advanced, Use of English sample paper. If you've followed this dictation, you should have a relatively long passage with 8 different gaps in it. And in the next video, I'm going to show you the strategy that I teach my students in the exams to pass this section of the exam. Okay? So that video will be really useful for you, and I will put a link to that at the end of this video. But for now, I really hope you enjoyed this dictation. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big like, because that really helps my channel to grow and it helps more students find my work. Also, if you would like a free CAE video course, you can sign up for one on my website, and I will put a link to that in the description with this video. Okay, please subscribe to my channel, as that also helps my channel to grow and helps more people find my work. And remember to turn on that bell notification, because then you will know as soon as I release a new video. Okay guys, I really hope you found this video useful. I look forward to seeing you in a few days where I'm going to explain the answers to this passage. I've been Cambridge English teacher Rory from studentlanguages.com. Bye bye.